Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm thrilled and delighted to meet you all again. Today's program is actually a special request. A video guiding you on how to make your voice more engaging, pleasant, and natural. To fulfill that request, I'm excited to share with you a short, simple exercise that can help you achieve a voice that's more natural and captivating. Of course, I'm not promising to turn a duck into a swan. That's a bit too far-fetched. Like expecting someone who can't sing to become a superstar like my Tam. But I can assure you that this exercise will improve your voice and help you speak fluently and naturally in a surprisingly effective way. I promise I can deliver on that. And you'll see how I guide you through this exercise to develop an engaging and attractive voice right here in this program. Before we dive into the specific exercise, I want to share a little story about how this method came to be. This is a technique I created entirely on my own, 100% my invention. I've never taken any MC classes, nor have I ever worked as an MC anywhere. So, no one taught me this method. I developed it over a long period through trial and error. I want you to hear the story of how I came up with this technique, so you can see a bit of yourself in me. In those days when I was stumbling over words, far from the speaker I am now, when you see your own struggles reflected in my past, you'll connect with this method, and you'll learn much faster than if you jumped straight into the technique. Understanding the origin and context of a skill is key to truly mastering it. You should know that my current voice is 100% the result of practice. I didn't always speak like this. And rest assured, the method I'm sharing with you today has been tested and proven. With me as the first guinea pig, I was the initial experiment. And if I could do it, I'm confident you can too. Let me tell you the story of why I created this method. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with listening to the radio. Every day after school, say, morning classes ending at noon, I'd come home, eat lunch, and listen to the radio all afternoon, sometimes until late at night. I was hooked, even more than watching TV. Listening to the radio so much influenced me deeply. I was captivated by the smooth, beautiful voices of the broadcasters. And I dreamed that one day, when I grew up, I'd become a radio MC. Sitting in that booth, my voice reaching countless listeners. I was absolutely in love with the idea. As I got a bit older, my dad bought a cassette player. And this wasn't just any cassette player. It had 2 tape slots and a recording feature. You could press the record button to capture your own voice. I was ecstatic. I'd never had the chance to record myself before, and when I got my hands on that machine, it was like a fish discovering water. I inserted a blank tape, one with no pre-recorded content, and pressed record. Let me tell you, the first time I heard my own voice played back, it was horrifying, truly dreadful. When I stood in front of that cassette player and recorded myself, then played it back, it sounded like a disaster. I couldn't understand why. Before that, when I listened to radio shows and mimicked the broadcasters in my head, I thought my voice wasn't that bad. So why did it sound so awful when recorded? It was like all my fire and passion were extinguished. All the dreams and ambitions of a young boy turned to dust, and I was devastated. If you've ever been in that position, you'd understand. My confidence shattered, and I gave up on my radio MC dream for a while. But I kept listening to the radio every day. And that spark reignited. I tried recording again, but it still sounded terrible, just like before. I started wondering, why did I think my voice wasn't so bad in my head, but it sounded so awful when recorded? So, I asked my friends, hey, do you think my voice sounds bad? They'd say, huh? Your voice is fine, nothing special. But it's not bad at all. That gave me a tiny boost of confidence. I pressed further, really? You don't think it's awful? They'd reassure me, no, it's not bad at all. That day, I went home and thought hard. Why did my friends say my voice was okay? But when I recorded it, it sounded so terrible. After some time, I realized something. When I talked to my friends or anyone else, especially close friends, I just spoke without thinking. I didn't pay attention to what I was saying, how my voice sounded, or the words I chose. The more comfortable I was, the less I cared. But when I sat in front of a microphone or recording device, or when I was about to speak to a crowd or present something important, I started overanalyzing every word, every sound. I'd listen to myself as I spoke, judging each sentence, and that self-consciousness held me back, making my speech unnatural. The problem wasn't my voice, it was me. The reason we sound unnatural is that we hear ourselves speaking, judge our voice, get anxious, and lose focus, becoming someone else entirely. When speaking in front of a mic or a crowd, that self-awareness stifles us, preventing us from ever sounding natural. So, I thought, how can I speak naturally? How can I stop judging my own voice as I speak? The best solution was to make it so I couldn't hear myself at all. When we talk to friends, we don't listen to ourselves, we just talk. Especially with close friends, without caution or judgment. That's when we're most natural. But how could I replicate that in front of a recorder? I pondered this for a long time until, one day, like a bolt of inspiration, I thought, why don't I put on headphones and play music really loud, so loud I can't hear myself speaking? I'd only hear the music, and I'd practice speaking while the music blared in my ears, recording myself to see what happened. The results were astonishing. I couldn't believe it. When I recorded myself using this method, headphones on, music blasting, and just talking, the playback sounded incredibly natural. Once I discovered this, I practiced relentlessly with this technique, and it's exactly what gave me the voice you hear today. I'm so excited to share this with you, because I finally found a method that worked for me, and I believe it can work for you too. To sum it up, the key issue is that we focus too much on our own voice when we speak, which makes us unnatural. By wearing headphones and playing music we love at full volume, so loud we can't hear ourselves, we overcome this problem. We focus on the music, get lost in it, and just talk. Since we can't hear our own voice, there's nothing to judge. Over time, we get used to speaking this way, and eventually, we can speak naturally, without needing headphones or loud music. That's the method I'm teaching you today. I've talked a lot so far, but I wanted you to understand the process, how this method works, and how it came to be, so you can relate and learn it more effectively than if you jumped straight into the exercise. Now, let's move to part 2, the exercise itself. It's super simple. You'll need a piece of paper, maybe a newspaper or any text you want to read. Place it in front of you. Next, set up a recording device. Your phone with a voice recorder on, a dedicated recorder, or a computer with a microphone. We need to record so you can listen back and compare. Picture the setup. A piece of paper in front of you and your recording device ready. Then, pick a song you love, something exciting and engaging. Put on headphones and play that song loud. So loud that when you say, hello, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can't hear yourself at all. That's the volume we're aiming for. Then, start reading the text. It's that simple. Practice this for 10 to 15 minutes each day, and I guarantee this method will help you speak more naturally. You'll forget the awkwardness you've struggled with before. Before you start reading, take about a minute to think about how you want to deliver the text. Should it be joyful, sad, expressive, or casual like you're chatting with a friend? Decide on the tone beforehand. You don't need to overdo it, just 10 minutes a day. Do this for a week, and I guarantee your naturalness in speaking will improve dramatically. You'll sound more engaging, no doubt about it. I'm proof of this method's success, so there's no reason you can't do it too. I couldn't hear my voice, but I suspect it might sound a bit hyper, because the music was upbeat and got me carried away. The music guides your delivery, creating a unique, engaging style you wouldn't expect. Once you try this, you'll feel a spark inside, and over time, you'll improve. Eventually, after practicing enough, your brain will connect the dots, and you'll be able to speak naturally without a script or text in front of you. That's the beauty of this method. I hope this simple exercise, practiced consistently for 7 days, will bring noticeable changes. Diligence is key. Even something as natural as a great voice requires practice. No one is born with perfect, eloquent speech right out of the womb. I wish you success with this exercise. It's not too demanding, and it can truly enhance your voice. A great voice helps when meeting clients. They'll listen to you more attentively. If they're engaged and convinced, they're more likely to buy. Or when making a promotional video for a product, a captivating voice keeps viewers hooked, increasing your chances of a sale. And who knows? In everyday life, a pleasant voice might just win over that special someone sitting across from you. I wish you all the best in improving your voice. If you see progress, please comment and share your experience with me and the rest of the Web of Truth community. Thank you, and see you next time.